Hi, my name is Dan Stevens. I've been a pastor at Eastminster Presbyterian Church. When my kids were in high school, they came home one day and said they were going to go on a mission trip. And when they came back, we heard about their mission trip and we saw videos about their mission trip. And it was very rigid, it was very rule-oriented, and it was all about the project that they were going to do, not about relationship with the country or the people. And so a bunch of us at Eastminster Presbyterian Church started talking to each other about mission and what it was about. And we kept talking about what happened with our kids. And we said, let's send our own mission trip and let's think about relationship and how we're building relationship with the people in country, how we're honoring them and respecting them and who they are and what they want.
My name is Christy LaBarge and I'm the Director of Impact. I actually got started working with Impact about 13 years ago when I went on my first Impact trip. And it's just been very transformational for me in the way that I view missions and also the way I view ministry here in the United States because of what Impact does through its ministry. So we spend 3 very intentional days preparing teams to go out, and we focus on 3 main things. We focus on being learners, being servants, and then learning how to share our story and God's story. And so we do very specific seminars. We bring in pastors and people that are knowledgeable in their fields to come in and do seminars and workshops. We have different team building activities, all geared at each of those 3 main categories of learning how to go into the country and learn from the people that we're working with, because we often go in as Americans thinking that we have what it is that they need to know, but we don't often go in with the attitude of what can we learn from them. So we spend a good chunk of time focusing on what that means to learn about the culture and learn from them and learn from each other in the process. And then being a servant and learning what that means to serve and using Jesus as a model of the ultimate servant and how we can follow that example in those cross-cultural contexts. And then the third piece would be learning how to share our story and how that fits in with God's story, which boiled down to it is sharing our testimony and how God's worked in our life, but also sharing the story of the gospel to someone who may have never heard it. And if we could take our leaders in the church and send them on an impact trip, if we could get all of them together and go, it would be just amazing and transformative for the church. So it's a total win-win for churches to get involved.
This is Impact!